When it comes to security, you can't afford to settle for second best. Because you never know when you might need it most. And when you do, your security system had better be ready, day or night, whether you are or not. Performing flawlessly under any conditions. Precise, accurate, reliable. Because when it comes to security, you can't just put it into anybody's hands. Digital Security Controls Limited, the company professionals recommend time and time again to discriminating consumers for unmatched reliability, ease of operation, and the most impressive range of user-friendly features found in any security system on the market today. For more than a decade, DSC Limited has been dedicated to producing technically advanced security systems to ensure unparalleled protection when and where you need it. And that means quality. Quality that is continuously monitored from start to finish to ensure that all DSC products will perform flawlessly under extremes of temperature, humidity, and static discharge. In fact, any condition that might interfere with the superb reliability of a DSC security system. This commitment to quality has made DSC the supplier of choice for dealers and consumers who refuse to settle for second best. With an extensive range of security products to choose from, there's a DSC system that's perfectly suited to your application. And all DSC keypads, control panels, motion and glass break detectors are extensively tested before they're installed, so you know they'll work right from the start. Take, for example, the PC2550. Behind its graceful and elegant styling lies technical sophistication and flexibility, enabling your dealer to create a truly personalized system with up to 8 separate zones of protection. A system that's easy to understand, easy to control, and a pleasure to use. Turning your system on or off couldn't be easier. The PC2550's Sure Touch backlit keypad means quick and positive contact, even in the dark, minimizing any likelihood of an entry code error. And with additional remote arming stations, you can access it from anywhere in your home. For those who prefer, there's the optional LCD 600 English language keypad, which simply and clearly spells out every command, so you know exactly what to do, day or night. Regardless of which keypad you select, the system's programmable delay gives you as much or as little time as you choose before an alarm is signaled. Or if you prefer no delay at all, our Instant Arm feature signals an alarm at the very first sign of entry. The PC2550 also has extra immunity built in against false alarms caused by electrical storms, and safeguards that make it impossible to incorrectly arm your system. All signal lights are logically arranged and straightforwardly labeled to alert you instantly to the status of every part of your system. And you'll never have to guess if it's working properly, because the PC2550 continually monitors itself and lights up to indicate any malfunction, such as an external power failure or low backup battery. As an optional feature, your dealer can enable these 3 emergency keys, giving you safety and peace of mind at the press of a button, by instantly sending a fire, emergency, or police signal to your monitoring station. Our unique memory feature lets you know if an alarm has occurred, or even that a window or door has been left open, and tells you exactly where. Other options are monitoring your home's temperature while you're away and automatic monitoring of your smoke detectors. It all adds up to flexibility. Flexibility that gives you the exact protection you want based on your own specific requirements. And it's only just the start, because the PC2550 has so many useful and easy-to-use features and options, you'll know your family's security is in the right hands. Like this zone bypass feature that lets you shut down your system in areas where you want to move about freely, still keeping all other zones on full alert. A real feeling of safety when you're home alone. Or our auto bypass feature, which arms only the perimeter of your house, leaving the entire interior open to movement. Or our one-time access code feature, allowing a friend or tradesperson a single-time access to your home, without you ever having to reveal your own personal entry code. With automatic arming, you'll never need to wonder whether you remembered to set the alarm or not. Just program your system once, and your PC 2550 remembers for you, automatically arming itself day after day. A terrific convenience for people with hectic schedules. There's even split arming, effectively giving you two separate systems working from the same control panel, providing discrete protection for special collections or for a separate apartment or room. All perimeter protection can be backed up with our DSC glass break detectors and passive infrared motion detectors, providing additional, affordable protection to any area of your house. And we're the only manufacturer to offer both telephone line and warning siren supervision, letting you know that your vital link to the outside world is intact and working perfectly. No matter how you measure it, your DSC system really adds up to quality, reliability, and an impressive list of sophisticated, cost-effective, user-friendly features. Which is why DSC security systems have earned the trust and respect of consumers in over 45 countries around the world.
I'm not very good technically, and I was afraid I'd have a problem using it. I wasn't worried about cost, but I decided to try it, and it's very simple.
Well, we both work, and sometimes morning is a pretty hectic time. I'm just flying out the door, and I know that one of us would inevitably forget to set it, and he leaves later. So it's good to know that it'll set itself automatically without us having to think about it.
Right. And knowing that all the outside of the house is protected makes me feel really safe.
Efficient, clean, modern, innovative, reasonably priced.
Easy to use.
There weren't any other systems out there that really compared to this. And if it meant spending a little more money to get it, then I was willing to do that because the system does what I need it to do.
With an extensive and often exclusive selection of features and options to choose from, your DSC dealer is committed to helping you design an effective security system for your home. DSC products fit in beautifully with any decor, featuring contemporary styling that is simply unavailable from any other supplier, regardless of price. Reliability, simplicity, and the most innovative features of any security system in the marketplace. That's DSC. Security systems that could well turn out to be your very best friend.
There's gotta be a better way. We're not following up quickly enough on these leads.
If you can't tell me what's causing those false alarms, I'm taking my business somewhere else.
These accounts are still overdue.
We've got to find some way to make these collections easier. This inventory shortfall is killing us. It's the same problem every month. I just can't seem to get a handle on these installation costs. There's gotta be a better way. 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 There's gotta be a better way.
Hey, hold on a minute. If that's your idea of a good night's sleep, then I've got some great news. News that will turn your alarm company nightmares into increased profits. If you've ever wondered how to make your alarm business more efficient and more profitable, then maybe what you need is a new manager. DSC Alarm Business Manager to be more exact. Alarm Business Manager is a computer software package specifically designed by an alarm dealer like yourself to deal with the many challenges of a growing alarm business. Challenges like false alarms, service and installations management, overdue accounts, inventory control, sales and accounting, and much, much more. And as you're about to see, Alarm Business Manager is so easy and intuitive, you can start saving money with it the very first day you put it to use.
Hey, hold on a second. I already know how to run my business. Well, most of it.
Most alarm company owners do know how to manage their business. The problem is, as the business grows, they want better control over the information they already have. Information that can have a meaningful impact on the bottom line. And that's just how Alarm Business Manager can help you. Consisting of 16 interactive computer software modules, Alarm Business Manager takes you step by step through every aspect of your business every day.
Sounds complicated.
Alarm Business Manager is thorough, but it's not complicated. In fact, you can be up and running in just a few hours, tackling any area of the business that you want to focus on, and helping you get rid of those frustrating nightmares.
I'd like to see what it could do about false alarms.
For many dealers, false alarms are a tremendous problem. They threaten your relationship with existing customers and make it tough to attract new customers, and that can cost you money. Furthermore, in most areas of the country, police departments are beginning to crack down on this problem with fines and suspensions.
So how does this software help me to manage my false alarm problem? We already monitor our accounts for false alarm activity.
Most dealers do. The problem is, your daily monitoring report doesn't show you any relationship to any previous alarm experience. So there's no way of detecting and eliminating recurring problems. But with Alarm Business Manager, you can quickly and easily track and manage all alarms. And with a single keystroke, get a complete alarm history for any customer. By reviewing this history, you can then identify the source of the problem and find an appropriate solution for your customer.
Oh. Customer's happy. The police are happy. I'm happy. What else can it do?
Besides a complete alarm history, Alarm Business Manager also gives you a complete history of police dispatches, automatically generates letters to keep customers aware of the nature of their problem, and integrates all of that with your main customer database so that each service history is also up to date.
You know, that would really make my business a lot easier. Not to mention improve our relationship with customers.
And help minimize their problems with local authorities. All in all, it's an opportunity to deal knowledgeably and effectively with your customers' problems in a way that will set you apart from your competitors. Not to mention the favorable association you'll have with the local police whenever false alarms are discussed.
I'm beginning to see how this could pay off. Big time. Okay. What else can this software package do for me?
I'm glad you asked. Why don't we look at installations and service?
Oh boy. Another big problem.
Not with Alarm Business Manager. Lost service requests and report forms are a thing of the past. That's because the software helps you maintain a complete and accurate service history of your entire customer base, so you can carry out service calls in the context of whatever other requirements your customer might have at the time. Work orders are printed automatically, showing the exact nature of the work performed and the parts used. And the information can be quickly entered into the inventory control module with just a few keystrokes, instantly updating your inventory records.
Do I have to enter all the customer information over again in order to do that?
Once you've entered your customer information into the main database, Alarm Business Manager automatically sources that information for each module. So things like names, addresses, zip codes, cross streets, accounting information, contacts, you name it, only have to be entered once. Most other entries only require a few keystrokes.
You know, this does look pretty easy.
And powerful. For example, it can automatically schedule all service and installation work by technician and for any given time period. This enables you to better track productivity and bring superior control to the management of installations and service. And naturally, the service module is completely integrated with the accounting module.
Naturally.
Allowing you to instantly issue an invoice.
Which would be good for my cash flow.
And it can even track your fuel and vehicle costs, as well as technicians' unallocated time, again saving you
time and money. Okay, I got it. And speaking of money, can I do anything for my sales?
When it comes to sales, Alarm Business Manager really excels. Not only does it help you manage your salespeople and measure their productivity, it makes it easy for them to manage their prospects and customers in a highly professional manner.
You've got my attention. Keep going.
Besides providing you with an overall sales and revenue picture, it also reports all sales by salesperson, automatically generates proposals and quotations, allowing you to easily quote on any combination of services you offer, tracks outstanding proposals by company and sales staff, tracks all leads and referrals by industry type. In fact, with Alarm Business Manager, you'll always know exactly where your next sale is coming from.
This is making a lot of sense.
Of course, Alarm Business Manager doesn't stop there. It's also designed to handle all your accounting needs and handle them well. You'll find modules for accounts receivable, accounts payable, payroll, general ledger, inventory control.
Inventory control?
For many dealers, inventory management is a huge problem and a huge opportunity to make a big difference to their bottom line. How many times has your end of quarter profit looked great until you completed your inventory review?
Tell me about it.
With Alarm Business Manager, inventory problems are a thing of the past because it tracks the movement of all inventory from the time of purchase to the time of installation on a customer's premise.
Don't tell me. More savings?
More savings and less hassle. With things like detailed information on all suppliers, control of all items in multiple locations, inventory value reports, automatic reordering reports, and inventory adjustment directly from your invoices.
Speaking of invoices, what about overdue accounts?
By following the procedure built into Alarm Business Manager, collections become a breeze. All of your account information is at your fingertips, giving you the ability to produce an invoice or statement at a keystroke and an up-to-the-minute log of all collection activity on screen when making a call. It also reprints outstanding invoices at the touch of a key, prints letters to customers with outstanding accounts, and provides details on all customer checks that have been received.
This is a very interesting package.
With an extensive list of additional powerful features such as automated call management, standard letter generator, company procedures file, and much more.
Alarm Business Manager. Makes a lot of sense. Probably costs a bundle.
Alarm Business Manager costs a lot less than you'd think, and you can arrange convenient leasing terms. Just the operating savings alone will easily exceed the nominal monthly payment.
Okay, I'm interested. How do I find out more about Alarm Business Manager?
To find out more about how DSC's Alarm Business Manager can save you money and keep you ahead of the competition, call us at 1-800-387-3630.
Alarm Business Manager. I don't suppose it also makes... Nah.
We're working on it. DSC Alarm Business Manager. Software created specifically to help you manage your alarm company nightmares.
We live in a world of invisible energy. Energy in the form of heat, which produces no visible color or light. It is this infrared energy that allows manufacturers of passive infrared detectors, like Central, to produce a PIR this small that can accurately detect the body heat of an intruder. Just as a camera takes in light, the PIR sees warm infrared images against a cooler background. Since it doesn't emit a beam, we call it passive. It is designed to alarm when it sees the image of an intruder, so it must be able to discern between an intruder and other sources of infrared energy. We'd like to show you how this is done. Through this heat-sensing camera, we're going to take you inside the world of infrared and let you see for yourself the effects of thermal energy. If the intruder was the only infrared image that the PIR could see, detection would be simple. But that's not the case. This forced air duct, for example, creates images on the wall by blowing conditioned air onto a surface of different temperature. The infrared detector doesn't see the hot or cold air, it sees the rapid change in temperature and movement as the air propagates across the wall and heats or cools the surface. The bold colors of thermal energy are what the PIR looks for, yet it must be able to distinguish between a false alarm source and an intruder. This space heater is another good example of a false alarm source. The thermal energy created by the heating elements is concentrated in a narrow band, producing an infrared image distinctly different from the cooler background of the room. This infrared image shows what the PIR sees, an image similar to an intruder. To ignore this event and avoid false alarms, the PIR must be installed properly. It's hard to believe that this harmless fellow could set off a PIR, but he's a serious false alarm source. Since rodents are usually on the move and they are warm-blooded creatures, they create an infrared image moving across the focal plane of the PIR. This infrared image shows the distinct difference in color between our rat and his background. If the PIR were not designed and installed properly, it could easily mistake him for an intruder. I am the reason you want your PIR to alarm. I've broken into your home or business. I'm an intruder. The PIR should recognize my infrared image as distinct from all others. It should see my human signature. Look at the image again in infrared. The thermal energy that I create may look like other heat sources, but I'm certainly taller than the rat, and I'm moving across the focal plane of the PIR. Your detector should be designed and installed so it will make those distinctions and keep false alarms to a minimum. The unseen world of infrared energy poses many challenges for the manufacturers of passive infrared detectors. To accurately detect the body heat of an intruder, the PIR must ignore other false alarm sources. It must include the most precise hardware and be designed using the most recent technology. It must be installed properly, and it must be able to read the human signature. Part 2 of our program takes us on a tour of the Central Sharpshooter, Central's highly accurate and best-selling PIR. We'll be taking a close-up look at the design and components that give the Sharpshooter one of the lowest false alarm rates in the industry. Come along with us as we take an inside look at this PIR. It's that simple. I walk in front of the PIR and it alarms. But what really goes on inside the detector? How does it know that I'm not a burst of heat? How does it read the human signature? Let's take a tour of a PIR. In this case, it's Central's Sharpshooter, and see exactly what happens when my image is detected. For a PIR to detect an intruder and ignore false alarm sources, it needs a clear image of the source of infrared energy. Before the pyro can respond to heat sources within the PIR's field of view, the infrared image must pass through the lens. This is Central's Fresnel lens, an opaque design that focuses the infrared image onto the pyro. The lens has been designed to filter out white light while gathering more signal energy than a mirror-based PIR. This advanced lens design decreases signal loss, creates a sharper image, and improves detection. Conventional Fresnel lenses use equally concentric circles or grooves. Central's lenses have a larger center section with the grooves spaced closer together as they approach the edge. This design is a big improvement in signal gathering. Since grooves on the outside of the lens can collect dust and dirt, degrading the image over time, Central uses a lens with grooves facing inside. The grooves are also cut into the plastic instead of rising above. This means less plastic for the signal to travel through, and therefore less signal loss. The Fresnel lens, seeing the image and focusing it onto the pyro. The first step in the signal processing chain, and one that Central has improved for superior performance. Projecting a clear, sharp image is vital to the performance of the pyro, the next stop on our tour of the PIR. What is a pyroelectric sensor? It's the heart of the PIR. It produces an electrical output when subjected to a change in infrared energy. As the image through the lens is focused onto the pyro, it senses a change in temperature. If these temperature changes represent a human signature, the signal processing circuit will alarm. The sharpshooter uses a dual-element pyroelectric sensor and bidirectional pulse count for high false alarm immunity. Simply stated, for an image to appear as a human signature, it must pass in front of both pyro elements, one positive and one negative. The bidirectional pulse produced by a human intruder relies on these positive and negative elements to define the human signature. The pyro elements are electrically connected such that false alarm sources that appear on both elements at the same time are canceled. It's no accident that Central Sharpshooter has such a low false alarm rate. Their sensor is one of the lowest noise, highest performance pyros in the industry. Although most PIR manufacturers test their pyros over short periods of time, Central tests their sensors in extreme temperatures over longer periods. Since faulty pyros are the cause of popcorn noise, a false alarm source, testing their sensors over longer periods allows Central to keep poor quality pyros out of the field. We know that the Central Sharpshooter is designed with better quality optics and the finest pyroelectric sensors. However, it's the combination of this efficient optical design and Central's signal processing that allows the Sharpshooter to detect small variations in temperature. Since a PIR sees an intruder as a difference in temperature between the intruder and its background, if the temperature of the background is close to the intruder's temperature, it's harder to see the intruder. This footage was taken during the development of the Sharpshooter XT, the extended temperature version of the popular Sharpshooter. As you can see, the intruder's image disappears as the room temperature approaches the intruder's temperature. Developed to solve this problem, the XT expands the temperature range at which it can see an intruder, making it a more effective PIR. Central's Custom Integrated Circuit, or ASIC, is the brains of the PIR. It constantly monitors the signal generated by the pyro until it identifies the human signature and sends an alarm to the panel. The ASIC is like a dedicated computer built into the PIR. Custom circuit components allow for a smaller, slimmer circuit board design, and fewer parts mean higher reliability. Since RFI, or radio frequency interference, is a common false alarm source, RFI filtering is built in. This jumper allows you to select 1 or 2 zone detection. Remember, each zone is made up of 1 positive and 1 negative beam. 1 zone detection is used for most areas. However, 2 zone detection should be selected for those areas where false alarm sources are known to be present. To prevent insects from getting to the pyro detector and to create an air pocket of insulation against hot or cold drafts, Central has sealed their detector and optics. Drafts and insects are both causes of false alarms. There is no substitute for quality engineering. The Sharpshooter has a custom integrated circuit with built-in RFI filtering, surface mount technology, and fewer parts for higher reliability. It has advanced signal processing, combining bidirectional pulse count and event verification, allowing you to choose 1 or 2 zone detection. Central's pyroelectric sensor is one of the lowest noise and highest performance pyros in the industry. The Sharpshooter's sealed detector and optics are insulated from drafts and kept free of insects. The advanced Fresnel lens design outperforms the conventional Fresnel designs, as well as mirror optics. It also filters out white light, a cause of false alarms. It's clear that Central has taken a leading role in the development of the PIR, with the best-selling sharpshooter having one of the lowest false alarm rates in the industry. Part 3 of our program looks at Central's entire line of PIRs and their applications. Let's take a look at how to apply PIRs in the world of infrared. In the unseen world of thermal energy, one factor is visible: the many choices of passive infrared detectors. Because of their quality and reliability, Central products stand out among their competition. Not as evident, however, is which Central product to use or for what application. The first line of defense against false alarms is proper installation. Central's line of PIRs are shipped with a masking kit and complete installation instructions. Following a few simple guidelines will improve reliability and reduce false alarms. The most important consideration during installation is to position the PIR so that the expected intruder will walk across the PIR's field of view. Remember, to signal an alarm, both the positive and negative elements of the sensor must be crossed. If any PIR were installed so that the intruder would walk toward it and not across both elements, its sensitivity would be reduced. Always avoid air vents in the PIR's field of view and any air drafts on the unit itself. Drafts are a source of false alarms. If a PIR were installed so that its beams were interrupted by a close object, even a rodent walking across the object could look huge to the PIR. Avoid interrupting beams with objects such as partitions, shelves, cabinets, or furniture. Direct sunlight can be a source of false alarms, so avoid mounting the PIR where it will see a window or have direct sunlight in its field of view. In fact, avoid any situation where the PIR will see rapid changes in temperature, such as our space heater in Program 1. And of course, the PIR should never be mounted outside. Masking the Fresnel lens can significantly reduce the chance of false alarms. By blocking areas that the PIR would normally see, false alarm sources go undetected. The sharpshooter uses Central's unique mirror sighting system, allowing the installer to see what the PIR will see. Using the mirror sighting system to install the sharpshooter eliminates continuous walk testing and helps reduce false alarms. Central offers several models of the sharpshooter, each designed to provide coverage for various situations. The standard sharpshooter is perfect for larger residential and commercial rooms. It can be used with a wall or ceiling mount and offers 4 different lens patterns. The standard lens gives total room coverage, and entry door detection can be accomplished using the standard lens in a look-down or creep zone mode. The pet alley lens is designed to avoid a pet's favorite spots. The curtain lens can effectively protect areas under skylights or near roof entries, providing a layer of protection. A long-range lens can be used to look down the aisle of a warehouse or for effective perimeter protection in a room with several windows. The zone sighting mirror can be used to position the PIR for all 4 of these lenses. When fluctuating temperatures are a problem in unregulated commercial environments or vacation homes, the extended temperature sharpshooter is the perfect solution. It was designed to detect very small temperature differences between the intruder and the background while still avoiding false alarms. It is available with 3 lens patterns and uses all the accessories of the standard model. The industrial model of the sharpshooter is ideal for the harsh environment of a warehouse. It is dust-proof, shock-resistant, and water-repellent. It offers 3 lens patterns: wide angle, vertical barrier, and long range. If existing construction leaves you with limited options for wiring your sharpshooter, Central offers a wireless model with all the features of the standard sharpshooter. The wireless version also allows for quick installation. And a new product from Central, the Sure Shot. The Sure Shot can be wall-mounted or ceiling-mounted for 360-degree coverage. Perfect for small residential rooms and light commercial applications, the Sure Shot projects 30 feet of coverage. It also comes with a pet alley, vertical barrier, and single spot zone detection. For pre-wired installations, the Sure Shot comes in a flush mount version, ideal for installing in a single gang electrical box. The world of infrared. We can't see it, but we know it's there. We know that an intruder creates a human signature, an infrared image unlike anything else. We understand the technology involved when a PIR sees a human signature and signals an alarm. And we recognize that products are available from companies like Central that take advantage of the infrared world to help us protect our lives and our property. For more information on Central products, call 1-800-547-2556.